She can have the walk, yeah, she can really rock it. She can rag him up, stomp it to the shack. Now what you gonna do? Well, she can dance the pop, she can dance the stroll, she can dance the walk, yeah, she can really rock it up.
Between limited engagements as rock and rollers, Dick Duck and the Dorks operated as the bouncers and staff of Toronto's Edge Club. They were the security at this Plasmatics concert that opened up with a controversial film that didn't quite prepare us for the real Wendy O. Williams.
So-called normal behavior patterns make me so bored I could throw up.
Wendy Williams has done a lot of things in her life, including live sex shows on New York's 42nd Street. But she says she's finally found her calling in rock and roll.
You've come a long way from the Howdy Doody show.
Yeah.
I heard you sang and danced on the Howdy Doody show. Something I always wanted to do myself.
Really?
But you always had that in you to be a performer.
Yeah, I always.
Up the fantasy.
Sure, you know, I've always loved it. I mean, I've always loved it. I've always admired it.
Are you scared at all about what's happening to you with the courts and the legal hassles? I mean, does it ever get you nervous?
Oh, it's terrifying. It's terrifying. I mean, at one instance, I thought I was dead. I mean, like I thought I would never stand up again, and it's terrifying. But as I said, I don't like it, but I feel it is a worthwhile thing to do, and I feel it is a job, and somebody has to do it.
Wendy, how important is all the publicity that you get? Because I know you've almost become a type of crusader now, besides being an artist, which happened first. Now you're really into spreading your message.
Well, you know, like, it depends on what you mean about publicity. It depends if you're talking about sensational garbage, or if it depends if you mean spreading the truth. Now, as the group started out, the media didn't want to talk to me. It just wanted to look at me. And now people are beginning, as the band is coming on its second album, and as we're playing to sold-out clubs and halls all over the world, the media is coming and finding out, well, who is Wendy Williams? Who are the Plasmatics? Instead of letting some chauvinistic journalist say what they think.
Why do you think rock and roll is such a good vehicle for what you're doing? Weren't you...
For me, because...
But you weren't always into that. I mean, for a while, the shows that you did in New York, I mean...
A very short period of time. I mean, it was just all of my life. Any history on me is that I've never been one to walk the middle of the road. I've always been an extremist, and I've always been way over the edge. I'm a fanatic. I mean, you know, like, I'm not encouraging everybody to be a fanatic, too. But what I have found that works for me is rock and roll. It's always been a very strong influence in my life.
What about male attitudes and male attitudes towards what you do? I've heard that you get upset sometimes when a guy, you know, might look at you and look at you from the neck down rather than from the neck up, and listen to what you've really got to say.
Well, yeah, well, I like people to take me as a whole person. I like to be accepted as the whole person, the whole being. I mean, I'm against chauvinism. You know, like chauvinism can be male chauvinism, female chauvinism. To me, a pig is a pig. It's high time people will realize that women do have minds of their own and that a female body is not dirty. I believe that people have to get a relief and a release without anyone getting hurt if I didn't feel I was communicating with other people with what I was doing and turning them on, and there was this energy happening. I wouldn't be doing it. There wouldn't be the Plasmatics. I'd be doing something else.
Coming up on the new music.